Right, hi everyone. This was a somewhat highly requested video. I'm gonna do a desk setup tour. It hasn't been that long since I've actually made my setup, and I'm still in the process of improving it. For your information, I'm a software engineer and I work from home pretty often, and so having a good desk setup is really important. Yeah, let's get right into it. So it's actually interesting how a lot of you guys asked why I have two laptops. I thought this was pretty obvious, but one of them is my work laptop and one of them is my personal laptop. So for my personal laptop, I use the M1 Pro MacBook Pro. It's 14 inches and has 16 gigs of RAM. It's super powerful. It does everything I need it to do. My work laptop is a M4 Pro MacBook Pro. I think it has 48 gigs of RAM or something like that. It's crazy. And it's 16 inches, so it's massive and also very heavy. But yeah, this thing's a beast. But my work requires a lot of computing power, and so this is perfect. So next up is my monitor. The name of the monitor is kind of long, but it's the LG 32UN880-B 32-inch ultra-fine display Ergo UHD 4K IPS display with HDR10 compatibility and USB Type-C connectivity. I don't know if that's the whole name, but it's basically 32 inches, 4K, does the job, and it's LG. One thing that I don't really like about this, so it's 32 inches, so it's really big. I regret not buying a curved monitor. Sometimes when I'm close to the monitor, I kind of have to move my body a bit to be able to see the stuff in the corner. So that's a little annoying, but it's good display. It gets the work done. Maybe I'll buy an ultra wide curved monitor in the future. Thankfully though, this monitor was expensed by my company. And next up is my keyboard. So actually a lot of you were very curious about my keyboard. So this is what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. Hey look, you can see yourself. This is the Rainy 75 keyboard by Wobkey. So I really like mechanical keyboards, and I used to buy the really cheap ones on Amazon for 20 bucks, 30 bucks. But one day I just wanted to buy a somewhat higher end keyboard. Still technically this is a budget keyboard. I think I got this for 100 bucks, but the quality is really good and it's very satisfying to type on. I'm a big advocate of the idea of spending a lot on tech or stuff that you use a lot every day, because I use this keyboard 12 plus hours every day, so I think it's a good investment. And so next up is my mouse. For my mouse, I use the MX Master 3 from Logitech. I think I've been using this for 4 years now, but it's the best mouse that I've ever used, ever. If this mouse wears out or breaks, I'm gonna buy the exact same mouse. My favorite feature is that it has the infinity scroll, and so if you scroll once, you don't have to kind of scroll like this for a long PDF or documentation. Press this button once, the scroll becomes super smooth and silent. But yeah, 10 out of 10, I recommend this mouse. Super ergonomic, so your wrist doesn't hurt. And yeah, it's just the perfect mouse. All right, and the next one is something that's overlooked, hidden behind the scenes, but it's actually super important. And that is my docking station. So this guy is a lifesaver, because I connect my monitor, sometimes my webcam, which is not there, but this charger, my keyboard. Yeah, so basically I connect everything through this, and then all I have to do is just connect this one cable to my laptop. And it's good because I switch through my work laptop and my personal laptop pretty often. And so it's nice to not have to, unplug a bunch of stuff. I don't know the exact name of the model, but it's just from Anker, and it's a docking station. So you can look it up. It'll probably pop up the first thing. Okay, so my next one is my charging station. My charging station can charge my phone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods. It was a really cheap charging station that I found from Amazon, but to be honest, it charges really slow, and sometimes it's kind of unstable and it makes weird noises. I mean, it does get the work done. It charges my Apple Watch and my AirPods fine, but it charges my phone a little bit slowly. Now on to one of the most important parts of your setup is the chair. This chair is the LiberNovo Omni Chair, which is also the sponsor of today's video. The LiberNovo Omni is an ergonomic chair that is good for anyone, students, gamers, workers, anyone who just spends a lot of time sitting and needs maximum comfort when they're doing what they do. So what's good about this chair is that it has a bionic flex fit backrest, it has dynamic support system, dynamic screen alignment, and one of my favorite features is the Omni massage feature. Is basically you recline your chair all the way to the back. Once you click the button on your left, you're able to start the Omni stretch or the Omni massage, which basically extends the lower back area. It kind of does that repeatedly, and it actually releases a lot of tension in the lower back and it just feels really good. I think it's a really good reset from like sitting for a really long time. This is one of the most comfortable chairs that I've ever sat on. This chair has multiple levels of cushioning, and when you sit on it, it's like it feels like I'm sitting on clouds. There's no like strong tension that goes into my body. And so it's actually very relaxing. And it allows me to sit for long hours without, any back pain. The backrest is also super nice. It kind of follows wherever you move. And so like whether you turn right or left, the back kind of supports you whichever position you're in. The neck rest is also very efficient because it gives you a free range of motion, essentially allowing you to position the neck rest in basically any position that makes it the most comfortable for you. It also has a lot of cushioning, and so it gives good support to your neck and it just makes it really comfortable. The armrests are also super flexible, so they can go front and back. They can also kind of like go inward if you push it a little hard. It gives you a free range of motion that allows you to put your armrest wherever you want it to be. One other feature that I really like is when you're sitting down and you decide to recline completely back, usually other chairs, the back just like extends, and that causes the backrest to kind of like shift up. But this chair, it calculates everything, and whenever you recline back, the center of the chair kind of compresses and allows you to fully go back without having to adjust yourself at all. It feels like the chair is part of your body. And one of my favorite things about this chair was that it was actually super easy to set up. So I've used a lot of different ergonomic chairs in the past and they're so complicated to set up. It's actually so annoying. But this chair, it was really simple. All you have to do is, put a few parts together, screw in a few bolts. And also you get this footrest that comes with the chair. I can clearly tell that this chair was designed in a very scientific way to give maximum comfort and support for the human body. Me personally, this is the best chair that I've ever used. For people who work long hours, especially for, software engineers, this chair is the perfect chair for you. So if you want to save your lower back from being destroyed and you want to buy this amazing LiberNovo Omni chair, use the link in the description below to check it out. It's definitely gonna be worth it. Now back to video. Okay, and next is my desk. So I use the FlexiSpot EN1 whole piece standing desk. I think I got one size bigger than the normal or than the default one. Yeah, it's very affordable. It's really solid. I love the color and it's standing desk. So all I have to do is, this is like my standing height. So if I just press this, then it will automatically go to the standing height. And now I can stand and do my work. And as a software engineer, or as anyone who sits on their desk for a long time, this is like super important because if you're sitting all day, it's not good for your back. I have a pretty bad lower back, and so it's good for me to, stand up every once in a while, every few hours. When I'm sitting down, sometimes I get really lazy, but once I'm standing, I feel a lot more productive for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's like a psychological thing, but it works at least. So this was only like 120 bucks or something like that. Also, I have these Bose headphones. These are the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones. This was also expensed by my company. Thank you very much. But I was debating on whether I should get this or the AirPod Maxes, but I'm so glad that I bought these. These are super light, super comfortable. Sound quality is amazing, and these are probably the best wireless headphones out there. I also have this lamp if you guys are interested. I bought this lamp from Amazon. You control it with this thing, and so it gives nice lighting. So you can change the colors. There's like different settings. Yeah, I would say it's good to have a desk lamp. I think it's good for your eyes or something like that. Also, this is not part of my desk setup, but I have this like standing lamp here, and I also have a kind of like a bedside lamp right here, and it really adds to the aesthetic of my entire room, but also to the aesthetic of my desk. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. My desk setup is not that impressive, and I'll probably improve it a little more in the future, but I hope this answers a lot of your guys' questions. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.